Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about money. We're going to talk about wealth because it's Wealthy Wednesday. This is my first Wealthy Wednesday and I hope that you enjoy it. And please, while we're talking about it, go ahead and subscribe for more Wealthy Wednesdays. Also for affirmations, more talks on the law of attraction, lots of story time, do it yourself, natural remedies, book reviews and product reviews, and lots of relaxation sounds and scenery. Come back and see me again after this, and make sure you leave a comment so you can tell us something about what you've learned about wealth, building wealth, or your success story. Leave that in the comments. Please subscribe, share, like. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe. The first thing I want to talk about when on my first Wealthy Wednesday, on this edition, I want to talk about where I started as far as my mindset and my thoughts when it came down to wealth or money. When I was younger, it's like I guess I really didn't think about it. And maybe that's a problem too. And I think as I got older, I made some bad decisions. And when I was younger, like I'm a single mom. And for a long time, I was on the system. I was on the system and I was stuck on the system. I didn't have a clue that anything else outside of that system existed. I didn't have a clue that the way that I think, the things I say, my expectations, and what I focus on, I had no clue that even the words that came out of my mouth, that they were creating whether I would be in poverty or whether I would be wealthy. I didn't know that I had control over it. And then, a lot of people, I am a Christian and that doesn't matter. My channel is for everybody, and I'm just really, I can't say that I'm anything. I'm just a human trying to make it down here. But one of the things that has been coming up since I've been dealing with the law of attraction and dealing with affirmations, dealing with affirmations. One of the things that have come up is from the Christian community, well, some of them, they're against the law of attraction, some of them, and they speak against me because of the affirmations, etc. However, I do feel like it's biblical. Whatever you loose here on earth, he'll loose in heaven. Whatever you bind here on earth, he'll bind in heaven. As a man thinketh in his heart, you reap what you sow. And so the law of attraction is you attract good or bad one way or the other. It's just better to be able to control your thoughts and your words so you can attract what you want rather than just haphazardly just create anything. So I don't feel like it's against the Bible at all. They want to take everything away from me. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to continue to do it because it has improved my life a lot. I'm still not where I exactly want to be, but I have a goal. I have a mission. I begin to think outside of the box. I begin to create with my mouth, with my thoughts, and put my focus elsewhere and understand the things that were keeping me. One of the things that I think the first thing to creating wealth or getting out of poverty, because this is for the people who, maybe having the same struggles that I've had or having, or we, still trying to build that wealth. We may be okay, but we want to be a certain place and we're trying to create it. Well, I think one of the first things for coming out of poverty and one of the first things for creating wealth is to first be able to identify those thoughts and those words and those things from childhood that leave you stuck in a box. That leave you stuck in a box. That leave you not only stuck in a box, but that limits you. There are a lot of limiting things that our parents taught us, and they didn't do it intentionally. Their parents didn't do it intentionally, but it happened. You know, a lot of times I never thought when I looked at something that I wanted back in the day that, hey, what can I do to have that? That would be nice to have. Let me picture myself with it. I never thought to even try to dream of it. I just completely just felt like I couldn't have it. But first of all, just open your mind to receiving, and also let go of any limiting beliefs you may have, negative attitudes, limiting thoughts or words that you're saying, any negative talk. A lot of people, when they don't have some money that day, they say they're broke. Don't say that. I mean, really, you're whole, you're complete, you're wealthy, I mean, even if, just don't say you're broke. I mean, I just don't believe in that. I mean, I have to try to watch my talk all the time because it does affect what goes on around us. And thou shalt decree a thing and it shall be. So that is what I have to say about that part of the subject. So now I'm going to share with you a few affirmations to help you to get rid of negative and limiting beliefs that may be keeping you in poverty or holding you back from having the money you want, because you can have the money you want. We are wealthy. I now let go of all negative and limiting beliefs. You now let go of all negative and limiting beliefs. You deserve to be prosperous. I deserve to be prosperous. It is okay to be wealthy. It is okay to be rich. I open my mind to receiving wealth. You open your mind to receiving wealth. I am open and receptive to receiving. You are open and receptive to receiving. Another thing is, we can't look at the current situation or circumstance. We have to be mindful of purposely trying to create what we desire. In the Bible, it says, call those things that are not as if they already are. One of the things I realized was happening to me is a lot of times when there appeared to be lack, it brought about worry, fear, and also it brought about frustration. But it also continued to make that lack so real, and lack was what manifested. So we have to take our focus sometimes away from the situation, and sometimes we have to take our focus off of the one loaf of bread and be able to see the spaghetti and the meatballs and the crab legs and the lobster. We have to literally be able to let go of all feelings of lack and all thoughts of lack. I let go of worry. You let go of worry. I let go of lack. You let go of lack. I do not focus on lack. I focus on abundance. You do not focus on lack. You focus on abundance. We now replace every thought and every appearance of lack with the thought of prosperity and abundance, because we have prosperous minds. We are prosperous, and we now let go of every appearance and thought of lack. And we replace these thoughts and appearances with abundance. The